Once upon a moonless night, Sarah and Mark decided to embark on a camping trip to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. They were an adventurous couple, always seeking new thrills and excitement. Little did they know this trip would take them to the edge of their sanity. They had heard rumors about a deserted forest known as Blackwood Hollow, a place where no one ventured after sundown. People spoke of eerie sounds, shadowy figures, and a sense of dread that permeated the very air. Ignoring the ominous tales, Sarah and Mark believed it would be the perfect place for a romantic getaway. As they drove deeper into the forest, the trees closed in around them, blocking out the moonlight. The forest seemed alive, with whispering leaves and an eerie stillness that sent shivers down their spines. Ignoring their unease, they set up camp near a tranquil brook, the sound of flowing water soothing their nerves. Around the campfire, they shared stories and laughter, trying to dispel the growing unease that clung to them like a heavy fog. The fire's warmth provided some comfort, but the darkness beyond its glow was unsettling. Hours passed, and the forest's nocturnal symphony enveloped them. But then, a sudden gust of wind extinguished the fire, plunging them into complete darkness. Panic surged through their veins. What was that? Sarah whispered, her voice trembling. Mark fumbled for a flashlight and clicked it on, revealing nothing out of the ordinary. They decided it must have been the wind, but unease gnawed at them. Just as they were about to relight the fire, they heard a distant, eerie melody carried on the breeze. It was a haunting tune, like a lullaby sung by an otherworldly voice. It drew them deeper into the forest, like a moth to a flame. They followed the sound, their flashlight beams cutting through the inky blackness. The forest seemed to come alive with strange rustlings and faint whispers. The couple's fear grew, but the enchanting melody compelled them onward. Finally, they stumbled upon a dilapidated cabin, its windows shattered and its walls sagging with decay. The melody emanated from within, its source a shadowy figure sitting at an old piano. Its skeletal fingers danced across the keys, producing the haunting tune. Sarah and Mark cautiously approached, their hearts pounding in their chests. The figure turned to reveal a gaunt face, hollow eyes, and a sinister grin that sent shivers down their spines. It was unlike anything they had ever seen, a specter from a nightmare. "Who are you?" Mark stammered. The figure's voice was a chilling whisper, like the wind through dead leaves. "I am the guardian of Blackwood Hollow. You have trespassed into my domain." Terror gripped Sarah and Mark as they realized the truth. The forest was haunted, and they had stumbled upon its malevolent guardian. They begged for mercy, but the specter had other plans. "You must pay the price for your intrusion," it hissed. With a wave of its hand, the couple was surrounded by a swirling vortex of darkness. They screamed as they were transported to a nightmarish realm filled with grotesque creatures and endless torment. For what felt like an eternity, they endured unspeakable horrors, their minds unraveling in the face of relentless fear. But just as they were on the brink of madness, the specter returned them to the forest. Days had passed, and they were gaunt and haggard, their bodies covered in scratches and bruises. The forest had exacted its toll, leaving them forever scarred. With a bone-chilling warning, the specter released them. "Go and tell others of your night in Blackwood Hollow. Let them know the price of trespassing into the realm of the unknown." Sarah and Mark fled the haunted forest, vowing to heed its warnings. They had survived their terrifying night in the abyss, but the memories of their ordeal would haunt them forever. Little did they know their tale would become a cautionary legend, a story of darkness, fear, and the supernatural that would send shivers down the spines of all who heard it. Note, the story provided contains elements of horror and the supernatural and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please exercise caution and prioritize safety when exploring unfamiliar or potentially dangerous locations.